Hi everyone, my name is Damian. If someone had asked me a few years ago whether I saw myself becoming a manager or pursuing leadership, I honestly would have said no. In the past, my focus was simply on survival, growth, and trying to create opportunities for myself. And I grew up understanding the importance of working hard from an early age. I also learned that if I wanted to move forward in life, nobody was going to hand me opportunities. And so I decided I had to create these opportunities myself. And my journey started in 2016 when I decided to study electrical engineering. There, I developed strong technical and problem solving skills. But over time, I realized that technical skills alone were not enough to create impact. And I had to learn the ability to communicate, to lead people, to solve problems under pressure, and help teams work together. Just, it was just as important. And another turning point in my life was moving to Canada. It came with a lot of uncertainty and a lot of pressure and the challenge of adapting to a completely different environment. But it also forced me to grow. And one experience that has really shaped me is my understanding of leadership. And one experience that I had was during one of my academic team projects at SAIT, that's a Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, where I'm currently studying data analytics and integrated artificial intelligence. And during one of our data analytics projects that involved working with business recommendation and dashboard reporting, at the beginning of the project, like many other group projects, everyone had different ideas, different working styles, and different expectations. And communication became difficult at times because deadlines were tight and we faced many moments where the project could easily have fallen apart. And initially, I thought maybe leadership meant simply giving instructions or making decisions. But during that experience, I realized leadership is more about coordination, listening, accountability, and helping people move towards a common goal. And with time, I found myself like stepping into responsibilities that were beyond my tasks that I was originally assigned. And I was helping organize meetings. When there was confusion between team members, I clarified those confusions. I ensured that we met the deadlines that we had. And I supported others when they were struggling with technical parts of their project. And one thing I learned was that pressure affects people differently, and some people become more quiet, some become frustrated, and some lose their confidence completely. And I realized that strong leadership is not really about controlling people, but it's more about creating stability during difficult moments. At the same time, I believed like I had to balance multiple responsibilities outside school, and I was also having to adapt to my life in Canada, and I had to manage work pressure and continue my, trying to achieve my long-term academic goals. And these experiences taught me resilience, adaptability, and discipline. And over time, I became more confident in my ability to lead, to communicate, and to make decisions under pressure. And one thing I'll say is the biggest lesson I've learned from my journey is that leadership is not about titles, it's not about influence, responsibility, and service. Because I used to think that managers were simply people who, they supervise tasks. But now I understand that good managers, they create environments where people feel supported, people feel motivated, and people are able to succeed. And my experiences has taught me the importance of emotional intelligence, communication, teamwork, and adaptability. And they also taught me that leadership requires continuous learning. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to pursue an MBA, because I'm not just trying to improve my business knowledge, I'm also trying to be the type of leader that can, combine technical skills with strategic thinking and people management. Today, I believe I'm heading professionally, and I see myself not only as someone who solves technical problems, I also see myself as someone capable of leading teams, managing challenges, and contributing to organizational growth. And my background in engineering has taught me that I need to think critically. My experience from data analytics as well has helped me to make data-driven decisions, and I believe the best leaders are not the ones that know everything. I believe the ones that continue to learn, continue to adapt, and continue to help others to grow alongside them. Those are the best leaders. And ultimately, that's the kind of leader I want to become. Thank you.